Hi guys, so I got something different in this video. It's a boost converter I made quite a few years ago. I use it to run a lot of my lights. I use these cobs, a lot of different types of cobs. These are some of the stronger ones I use. 100-watt cob. I've got quite a few different types. I got 60-watt ones, higher voltage ones, and stuff like that. These ones here are generally around 36 volts when they're full brightness. So I'm going to demonstrate it running this one. And then I also have it hooked up to this 150 watt incandescent 120 volt bulb. So we'll also demo it running that too. I'll actually demo it running that one first because that's what's hooked up right now. And if it goes out, it's because I only have a 5 amp fuse in my circuit. So I don't want to run it over 5 amps. 5 amps is good enough to run 2 or 3 of these lights, like a medium brightness, which really to run them at 100 watts is crazy because they're intense. They're really bright lights. So I don't usually run them full blast. But let's get started. Hope you enjoy it. Hey guys, here's the circuit. Just a voltage regulator going in. Got the timing circuit right here. Big MOSFET. Big Schottky diode. Big cap. Big inductor. And that's pretty much it. It's a pretty simple circuit. So got a 150 watt incandescent 120 volt bulb right here. That's what's hooked up right now. So I'll turn it on. The voltage here is what's in the bulb, DC. As I turn this knob up, it's going to turn the duty cycle up. I don't want to go too much, like around 80 volts. It's going to blow the fuse. But if it goes off, it's because the fuse blew. It can handle more. I just don't like having too much drain on it, too much stress. Turn this down and I'll turn this one up. It's pretty tunable. You got a lot of options. The frequencies and stuff, you can fine tune it pretty good to get some pretty good results out of this thing. So we're putting out 80 watts right now. $70 volts DC going to the bulb. So that's about as high as I'm going to bring it because I don't want to blow the fuse. Oh, screw it. Blow the fuse, no big deal. 4.11 amps, 77. I can easily, like, the voltage isn't what's going to blow the fuse, it's the current. It's only a 5 amp fuse in here. So it's 107 watts going in, 150 watt bulb. That's pretty efficient. So now let's try out the cob. Hey guys, so the cob's all hooked up. I think it's insanely bright. So see how it goes. Might dim the camera down. Start low. Same as everything as before. It's the voltage for the light. So I might have to just do it like this. Locks it a bit. That's better. So we're 20 watts into the bulb right now. Crank it up. Should be able to get this one pretty bright. 80 watts, 90 watts. It's pretty much at its limit there now. When it hits 36 is where it should be getting 100 watts. There you go. Putting 130 watts in. Just over 5 amps. 120 in. It's insanely bright. You would not want to look at that. Just gonna put this and you'll get an idea, I guess. Six watts. 17. Like it's pretty powerful and nothing gets hot on this circuit. That's the hottest part is the voltage regulator, because I'm running the fans through the voltage regulator. But it's pretty efficient. It's the same circuit I use for my lights. A lot of my lights I use this one on my main battery bank. It's quiet, runs good, doesn't give any problems, has a fuse, really adjustable. But hope you guys enjoy it. And thanks for watching. Okay, so I've got a 9-watt LED in here now. It's kind of the yellower kind. It's not as efficient as the blue ones. The blue ones seem to run at a little higher voltage than these yellow ones do. Even though they're same company, same label, everything. Must be different bulb in there. Let's see what it's like here with this. It's the voltage of the bulb. Pulling 9 watts. I'll get it up to 120 here. See how many watts it's pulling from the. Oh, it's a little high. Pretty close there. 16 watts. But it's probably quite a bit higher than it should be. 141 volts. It's pretty bright. So yeah, I got a 250 volt cap on there. Right there. So I don't want to go too much higher. But it runs that pretty good. Pretty efficient circuit. I'll have to get a lumen meter. I could use my phone, I guess there's an app for that. It's pretty good. Be back with one more little demo. Yeah, I've just got these 2 microwave oven bulbs in series. I think they're about 15 watts each. I'm not sure. I'd have to put the kilowatt meter and plug it into the wall, but it's probably pretty close to what they are. Turn this down. See what they are. 26 volts going in. They're just starting to light up. $113. They are in series. pulling 21 watts. $30 watts. 37 watts almost. 157 volts. 41 watts. 180 volts. So there's 200 volts. 52 watts output. 210. 220. I'm not going to go any higher than that because of the capacitor. It's only rated for 250. Pulling 60 watts. So as it gets higher in voltage, obviously the efficiency goes down, but can go pretty high. If I had a higher value cap, I'd be able to bring it up even more. Definitely not something you want to play with if you don't know what you're doing. If you're running those LED bulbs and you just leave them hooked up, they'll only suck the voltage down so far out of the cap. They're not like an incandescent bulb, which will drain the cap down. So make sure you drain that somehow. Just like using a incandescent bulb like that will drain it pretty good. But that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. You guys, so here's this is the boost converter circuit. On every circuit you can find this. This is mine. I've made this circuit. See it? It's all right here. It's exactly what you've seen in the video. This is it working on every circuit. The only difference on this circuit right here, on every circuit, is I have a 12 volt input right here. Instead of 5 volts, this is 12. But this is the circuit. It's pretty close to it. The only difference is the outputs all come from the voltage regulator, or the inputs I should say, go through the, like, obviously the power that goes through the MOSFET is fed directly, and the power that is going into the voltage regulator feeds the timing circuit, which is 26 volts in the video, which is converted down to 12 volts through the regulator. Well, you can see it works like this. What this light is reading here. 2 amps. Voltage is 50 volts. 51 volts RMS. It all depends on what your load is. Frequency is low. I figured I'd share this part of it too, in case anybody's wondering. I can also make a drawing of the actual circuit. This is the circuit. without everything all being joined together. Like all the inputs connected so they work with just a 26-volt input. So I might do that if there's interest. Thanks for watching, guys.